Good morning, this is meteorologist and master's student Allison Krantz with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for August 21st, 2025. Looking ahead to the next 3 days. Today, a mix of isolated wet and dry thunderstorms for Utah and eastern Nevada. Hotter and drier weather across the north and west, Friday and Saturday, with storms also becoming on the wetter side and spreading further across Nevada. The past 24 hours shows where the storms were located in eastern Nevada, eastern Idaho, and the western half of Utah. Precipitation in the quarter of an inch to half an inch range for a spot in south central Utah. Yesterday, lightning in northeastern Nevada and across eastern Idaho. A few strikes this morning in northern Utah, shown in the warmer colors, and along the Wyoming-Idaho border. The Great Basin fire activity had some new starts along the Idaho-Utah border, where we had the largest concentration of lightning strikes, and then another cluster in southwestern Utah. Yesterday, initial attack activity was needed for 17 fires of a combined 26.7 acres. There was large fire growth of 42,533.3 acres, which was primarily from the Cottonwood Peak fire, as it once again significantly expanded yesterday. Current priority fires include the Cottonwood Peak, Rock, Buckley Draw, Beulah, Monroe Canyon, and Box. The past 7 days have seen some precipitation in the quarter of an inch to inch range across a decent portion of the basin, and then a few spots of 1 to 2 inches in the Arizona Strip, southern Idaho, and eastern Idaho. We are still dry in comparison to the 30-day precipitation percent of normal. Only spots seeing above normal precipitation continue to be northwestern Nevada, northern Idaho, and western Wyoming. Looking at the RAWS ERC percentile map, very dry across the basin still, with a lot of stations in the 90 through 97 plus percentile range. Northern Idaho's ERC values, which had lowered, are increasing and have moved up some rankings as they continue to dry out. Some specific examples here are for southern Sawtooth, which has been hanging just above average recently, but is projected to see a drop with upcoming precipitation, and this is the same story for the Castle ERC values, which will be dropping from near the maximum to well below average. Satellite this morning shows a four-corner high setup and widespread cloud coverage across Utah and eastern Nevada, as the front continues to cross over the basin. Lightning strikes have already been occurring this morning in northern Utah, with some accompanying precipitation. Smoke today will be the biggest concern for areas around the Cottonwood Peak fire and in northern Idaho. Friday, denser smoke for northern Idaho, and smoke impacts continuing from the Cottonwood Peak fire. Today, very dry conditions settling into Idaho. There is a four-corner high present. Storm chances along the Nevada-Utah border, across Utah, and for southern parts of western Wyoming. High risk for lightning has been issued today for western Wyoming and a central line in Utah. The rest of the basin is in moderate risk. Not much of a risk for sustained winds today, however, there will be gusts associated with thunderstorm outflow across Utah. Relative humidities in the teens across most of the basin, and seeing some improvement of values in Utah. Temperatures will be cooler with the front in northern Idaho and western Wyoming, but warmer for the rest of the basin. Highest precipitation chances in those same areas of the Utah-Nevada border, across Utah and southern parts of western Wyoming. Friday, dry conditions in Idaho with the four-corner high still present. High risk will be issued once again for lightning in Ely North and the Fish Lake Henry Mountain area. Improvement down to low risk for the southern Nevada desert, the Arizona Strip, and southern Utah. Similar wind conditions with no areas of significant sustained winds, but thunderstorm outflow areas to watch in the Sierra Front, central Nevada, and across Utah. Relative humidities lower across Nevada and now drying out in Idaho, but seeing higher values for Utah. Temperatures will start to warm back up for northern Idaho, still on the cooler end in western Wyoming, and hot across the rest of the basin. A lot of locations in the high 90s through the hundreds. Precipitation chances will be across Utah, the Arizona Strip, the southern Sierra Front area, and eastern Nevada. Saturday, dry conditions still in Idaho, and now settling into western Wyoming. A four-corner high is still present. Widespread storm chances across Nevada and Utah. Another high lightning risk day for central Nevada, while seeing further improvement to low risk in southern Nevada and central Utah. Also, some improvement from low to little to no risk for the Arizona Strip and parts of southern Utah. Winds are again the same story, with thunderstorm outflow gusts being the biggest concern across Nevada and the Arizona Strip. Relative humidity values will be up in the low to higher teens for Nevada and Idaho, with even higher for Utah. Temperatures will be warmer across the basin in the low to high 90s. Biggest chances of precipitation across Nevada, except for northwestern, across Utah, and in the Arizona Strip. Looking ahead to the 3-day forecasted precipitation accumulation, we can see totals in the 100th of an inch up through a half an inch across Nevada, Utah, western Wyoming, and the Arizona Strip. Northwestern Nevada and Idaho will be dry. Sunday, a low pressure situated over the Sierra Front, bringing storm chances for most of Nevada and Utah. The northern Sierra Front, parts of central Nevada, and the rest of Utah now in low risk, with further improvement to little to no risk for southern Nevada and the southern half of Utah. Monday, there will be storm chances in Utah, Nevada, Idaho, and western Wyoming. Most of Utah, except northwest Utah, now in little to no risk, with the southern Sierra Front also being downgraded. Northeastern Nevada, western Wyoming, and all but western Idaho now under low risk. Tuesday, more chances for storms in Utah, Nevada, and the Arizona Strip. All of Utah now under little to no risk, and further expansion of little to no risk further north into Nevada. Low risk now including northwestern Nevada and all of Idaho except for northwestern areas. Wednesday, storms and precipitation looking likely across a lot of the basin, primarily in northern Nevada, across Utah, southern Idaho, and the Arizona Strip. Fire potential remaining the same, except for the Boise Mountains now being moved into low risk, leaving only one area still in moderate risk. The 7-day forecasted precipitation accumulation shows totals ranging from half an inch all the way up to 2.5 inches for most of Nevada, Utah, the Arizona Strip, western Wyoming, and southeastern Idaho. The NOAA CPC 8 to 14-day outlook shows slightly below normal temperatures for most of the basin, except in western Idaho and northwestern Nevada, which will be in the near normal to slightly above normal range. Precipitation will continue to be above normal. Then, that's the end for today's briefing. If you have any questions, here are the contacts to reach out to. Hope you all have a wonderful day.